When LeBron let that sly comment slip, it set the internet on fire. And not in a good way. Now Vanessa Bryant has come forward with receipts that will blow the lid off their so-called friendship, claiming Kobe couldn't stand LeBron. And she's naming exactly why.
Me and Kobe, besides our, the late, great Kobe, obviously, me and Kobe never had a real relationship.
Vanessa says the tension wasn't some petty rivalry. It was years of cold stares, quiet betrayal, and the NBA's own media machine rewriting history right in front of Kobe's face. Forget the brotherly love narrative they tried to push on you. This was no bromance. She claims Kobe saw it coming way before anyone else did. Even in his final year, he privately warned their inner circle that the league was already shifting the spotlight. Not because he was done, but because they needed a shiny new poster boy. The NBA wanted a fresh, marketable prodigy for the next decade. And they chose LeBron James. While Kobe was still in his prime, still racking up rings, still bleeding purple and gold, the conversation had already changed. Kobe had 5 championships, a finals MVP, and global icon status. Yet ESPN was asking, is LeBron better than Kobe? Bleacher Report ran headlines like LeBron James has surpassed Kobe Bryant. This wasn't healthy debate. Vanessa says it was a straight-up campaign to crown a new king while the reigning one was still on his throne. She even revealed Kobe would mute the TV when analysts brought up LeBron, not out of petty jealousy, but because, as she put it, it felt like they were stealing his flowers before the funeral. That line hits different, especially now. And it's not just her saying it. In 2013, Skip Bayless went on live TV claiming LeBron had already done more for his teams than Kobe ever did.
Me and Kobe never had a real relationship either. Until we was on the Olympic team, we had a great relationship there, but it was always competitive between us. Until I became a Laker and then he retired, that's when our relationship became really, he welcomed me, called me bro, anything you need in LA, I got you, you're a Laker now, you family.
Analysts kept fueling the fire, pushing the idea that Kobe was yesterday's news and LeBron was the future. According to Vanessa, Kobe hated the media hype around LeBron's so-called clutch moments, calling it a mask for mental softness. That's straight from someone who trained Kobe during his brutal Achilles comeback. In her circle, Vanessa allegedly confirmed that Kobe felt flat-out disrespected, especially when LeBron came to LA. Kobe had clawed for every inch of Lakers' glory, built his legend on blood and broken bones. Then LeBron strolls in and becomes the franchise's new face overnight. It wasn't personal hate, but it was about pride, legacy, and the bitter sting of being replaced while you're still sitting courtside. One of the clearest moments of that silent war, January 25th, 2020. Philadelphia, Kobe's hometown. LeBron passes Kobe on the NBA's all-time scoring list, and the league milks it for every camera angle, every headline. Kobe tweets, continuing to move the game forward at King James. Much respect, my brother, number 33,644. Looked respectful, right? But here's the detail that will make your stomach drop. Vanessa says Kobe was watching that game live, and he didn't smile once. That night, Vanessa told a close friend, he's proud, but he feels like they're already erasing him. Let that sink in. One of the last nights of his life, and Kobe Bryant was still haunted by the idea that his own legacy was being chipped away before it was even fully honored. Then came LeBron's Lakers tribute the night after the crash. The world called it beautiful, but some noticed the gaps. No real mention of the tension, no nod to the rivalry, no admission that their relationship was complicated. Vanessa, in contrast, took the mic at Kobe and Gianna's memorial and gave a speech that shattered hearts, but she never once mentioned LeBron.
Kobe was known as a fierce competitor on the basketball court. The greatest of all time, a writer, an Oscar winner, and the Black Mamba.
That silence wasn't accidental. Vanessa, more than anyone, knew exactly what Kobe felt. And now she's finally letting pieces of that truth slip. According to someone who was in a private meeting, Kobe was livid when Nike started pushing LeBron's brand harder than his, even discussing quietly retiring parts of Kobe's own product line. That same source told reporters Kobe was ready to walk away from Nike altogether and make Mamba its own independent empire. He saw the game they were playing before most fans did. After his passing, Vanessa made good on his vision, yanking Kobe's estate out of its Nike deal in a move that shook the sneaker world. She wasn't about to let corporate marketing bury Kobe just to elevate someone else. A family insider even claims Kobe warned his daughters, especially Natalia, about how media can twist history. He allegedly told them, "You have to fight for your name because once I'm gone, they're going to act like I never did what I did." And he was right. Just a year later, major outlets were running pieces like, "Is LeBron already the greatest Laker of all time?" Imagine that. A man with barely 2 seasons in LA being stacked over the one who gave them 5 championships and 2 decades of blood, sweat, and soul. Former teammates, speaking only under anonymity, admit Kobe never fully embraced LeBron's arrival. Not out of hate, but because he felt blindsided.
He called me like, bro, anything you need in LA, like, I got you. You're a Laker now, you family.
One assistant coach recalled 2018 when LeBron first landed in LA. Kobe was polite, but you could tell it didn't sit right. It was like watching someone move into your house and toss out all your furniture, and the Lakers didn't even ask Kobe to be part of LeBron's welcome. That wasn't an oversight, that was a statement. The darkest part, sources close to the Bryant family claim Kobe had planned to release a recorded video to congratulate LeBron for passing him on the all-time scoring list, but also to defend his own legacy, a passing of the torch, but on his terms. Vanessa allegedly told a friend he wanted the world to know numbers don't make greatness. Mamba mentality does, but the crash came first. That message died with him, leaving a silence LeBron tried to fill, but couldn't. When LeBron spoke publicly about Kobe, he made it sound warm, but according to Vanessa, those calls between them were rare, surface level, and never truly deep. Kobe never believed LeBron understood what it meant to wear the Lakers jersey. He saw the TikTok era, the super team shortcuts, the media favoritism, and as Vanessa told friends, Kobe didn't hate LeBron the man. He hated what he represented, a system that rewards hype over hunger. According to someone close to the Bryant estate, Kobe even documented his thoughts in private journals, including an entry written right after LeBron's 2016 Cavaliers championship win. In one of his journals, Kobe reportedly wrote, "The media will anoint whoever fits their narrative, not whoever puts in the real work. That's why I built for myself, not for them. That's not jealousy, that's clarity." At Kobe and Gianna's memorial, Vanessa stood at the podium with the world watching, celebrities, players, fans, all hanging on her every word. Through all the tears and tributes, she never once mentioned LeBron James, not even a slip of the tongue. Instead, she chose her words carefully, and that silence was the final statement. For Kobe, legacy was never about numbers, viral highlights, or ESPN chatter. It was about loyalty, blood, and integrity. The deeper truth? The real reason Kobe kept his distance from LeBron wasn't just about respect, it was about principles. Vanessa, speaking privately to a family confidant after the memorial, revealed something that sent chills down their spine. Kobe once told me, the difference between him and LeBron is simple. Kobe wanted to earn it. LeBron wanted it handed to him. This was never just a basketball story. It was about what happens when authenticity slams into politics, when legacy has to survive a machine that worships hype over heart. Back in 2018, Kobe had just made history again, winning an Academy Award for Dear Basketball. It was a moment that proved he was more than a player. He was a storyteller, a father figure, a multi-dimensional icon. But less than 24 hours later, sports media wasn't buzzing about Kobe's Oscar. They were talking about LeBron's Instagram post reacting to it. The post? Cropped photo, bland caption, and the most telling part, it didn't even mention Kobe by name. One fan wrote under it, "Why can't you just say congratulations, man? Why's it always got to be about you?" And according to Vanessa's circle, this was the pattern. Every time Kobe hit a milestone, LeBron's reaction was muted or delayed. But when LeBron broke a record, the NBA's social pages lit up instantly with graphics, mini documentaries, and celebrity praise, even from people who once stood in Kobe's corner. In 2019, Vanessa allegedly told a friend, "It's not jealousy, it's revision, and that's worse." Then came 2020, Kobe's posthumous induction into the Basketball Hall of Fame, a moment meant to unite the league, yet LeBron stayed publicly silent. No tribute, no heartfelt post, nothing. Vanessa took the stage to accept the honor on Kobe's behalf, her voice breaking with grief, and she never mentioned LeBron's name once, not because she forgot, but because she meant it that way. Behind closed doors, she had already told her inner circle, if you're not going to lift him up when he's gone, don't pretend you supported him when he was here. And according to a former Lakers staffer, Kobe and LeBron did share one final personal conversation. It went down in early 2020, just weeks before the world shut down. Kobe and LeBron ended up in the same backstage holding area at a Nike event. No cameras, no PR handlers, no audience. Just two men, face to face. And according to a staffer who was there, Kobe didn't waste the moment. He looked LeBron in the eye and said, "I respect the talent, but you don't represent what this franchise means. Not to me." LeBron stayed silent. They shook hands, turned away, and that was the last time they ever saw each other. That night, Kobe told Vanessa it felt like closure, like he had finally said what needed to be said. But for her, it was bittersweet. She knew Kobe wanted to pass the torch, but only to someone who truly understood the weight of it. And in his mind, LeBron never did. If you think that chapter ended with Kobe's death, you're missing the bigger picture. Vanessa didn't just inherit grief. She inherited a war over Kobe's name, his image, his brand, and at the heart of it, a silent tug of war between truth and the NBA's machine. After his passing, the same outlets that spent years downplaying him suddenly called him the greatest of all time. The same executives who once urged him into early retirement were now rolling out Mamba Forever merch. Vanessa saw the game instantly. When Nike tried to renew Kobe's deal with less control, fewer releases, and tighter licensing, she shut it down. Not out of spite, out of loyalty. She walked away from billions in potential revenue to protect Kobe's vision for an independent Mamba brand. She explained it simply. Kobe and I had a vision to build a brand that reflects his legacy and honors his work, not someone else's version of it. That wasn't just business. That was a calculated strike, because she knew the same system that crowned LeBron as the future once tried to fade Kobe into the background. Vanessa poured that fight into the Mamba and Mamba Cheetah Sports Foundation, giving young women in sports the opportunities Kobe and Gigi dreamed of.
Gigi was motivated to change the way everyone viewed women in sports. She wrote papers in school defending women and wrote about how the unequal pay difference for the NBA and WNBA leagues wasn't fair. And I truly feel she made positive changes for the WNBA players now.
She launched Mambacita apparel, hosted tournaments, sat courtside at WNBA games, and kept Gigi's mission alive. But fans noticed something strange. LeBron, the NBA's golden face, was missing from nearly every one of these tributes. No appearances, no public partnerships, no vocal support. The question kept popping up, where's LeBron? By 2022, the NBA dropped its 75th anniversary documentary, a glossy, big-budget celebration of the game's greatest players. Kobe was in it, but not centered, not spotlighted the way fans expected. And Vanessa, she wasn't even invited to participate. A longtime Bryant associate says she wasn't surprised. She's watched them quietly push Kobe down the rankings ever since LeBron came to LA, so she doubled down. That same year, Vanessa partnered with independent filmmakers on a Kobe-approved documentary. No NBA filter, no sugarcoating, just raw Mamba. She wants the real story told. The injuries, the rehab, the broken fingers, the early mornings, the 81 points, the girl dad era, the Oscar, and the final goodbye. This time, she controls every frame. Because Kobe's true legacy isn't in stat sheets, it's in influence. Jason Tatum wears a Kobe armband before every playoff game. Sabrina Ionescu trained under Kobe and now wears his number. Devin Booker inked "Be Legendary" on his arm. Kobe's last message to him. Naomi Osaka has said Kobe shaped how she competes. That's the legacy Vanessa's fighting for. When asked privately if she'd ever consider endorsing LeBron as Kobe's heir, her answer, leaked by a journalist, was brutal. Kobe always believed you don't inherit greatness, you earn it. And LeBron James never earned Kobe Bryant's trust. That's not bitterness. That's her truth. 4 years after his passing, Vanessa Bryant doesn't just stand as his widow. She stands as the guardian of a man who fought for everything he had and never let anyone write his ending for him. Vanessa Bryant isn't just the guardian of a daughter who dreamed beyond what the WNBA could imagine. She's the guardian of a name they tried to soften, sanitize, and twist into something safer for the next generation. And her message is loud, proud, and permanent. Kobe Bryant doesn't need rewriting. He just needs remembering. If that means putting LeBron James's role in the conversation under a microscope, so be it, because there's no crown heavy enough to carry the weight of Mamba. Kobe's path to greatness was paved in blood, sweat, and battles, not smiles and handshakes. Before the Cold War with LeBron, there was blood in the water, because Kobe Bryant didn't just compete, he hunted. His legacy was built on grudges as much as it was on glory. For every championship, for every MVP snub, for every who's the best debate, there was a name, a target. Even years after his passing, Vanessa and those closest to him have started pulling back the curtain, revealing rivalries that shaped him, betrayals that fueled him, and faces he never forgave. What the highlight reels never tell you is this: Kobe's greatness wasn't just born in the gym, it was forged in conflict. Take the most famous and most explosive pairing in basketball, Kobe and Shaquille O'Neal. 3 straight championships together, unstoppable on the court, but at war behind the scenes. Kobe saw Shaq as lazy, entitled, coasting on raw talent while he was in the gym at 3 a.m. In 2003, Kobe said flat out, "I'm tired of being a sidekick." Shaq fired back publicly, even mocking Kobe's legal troubles in interviews. The feud split the Lakers' locker room and the franchise. In 2004, management chose Kobe. Shaq was sent to Miami, and Kobe shouldered the blame. But privately, Vanessa later confirmed Kobe wanted him gone. He told her, "He's the best center I've ever played with, but I'll never win the way I want to until he's gone." Then there was the ghost that haunted him, Tim Duncan. No trash talk, no fights, but a rivalry that ran deep. While Kobe battled Shaq, Duncan and the Spurs quietly built a dynasty. Every time Kobe reached the Western Conference Finals, there Duncan was, in the way. Kobe respected him, but bitterness simmered under the surface. Phil Jackson's book, The Last Season, even revealed Kobe's resentment over how the media painted Duncan as humble and perfect, while branding Kobe the villain. They love him because he's boring, Kobe once told teammates. Boring, but effective. If there was any team Kobe truly despised, it was the Boston Celtics. In 2008, they humiliated the Lakers in 6 games, capping it with a 39-point blowout in Game 6. Paul Pierce called him overrated. Ray Allen questioned his leadership. Kevin Garnett laughed in his face during fast breaks. The next season, Kobe became obsessed, storming through the playoffs, crushing Orlando, and in 2010, getting his revenge. Game 7, Celtics versus Lakers. Kobe shot just 6 for 24, but still won. Vanessa said he called that 2010 ring the sweetest because it was pure revenge. And Kobe never forgot. When Ray Allen was honored at the Hall of Fame years later, Kobe was asked to send a tribute. He declined. The grudges didn't stop there. In 2006, Kobe dropped 81 on the Raptors, only for Raja Bell of the Suns to clothesline him in the playoffs. Kobe didn't just brush it off. Every game against Phoenix after that, he made Bell pay. In 2000, Chris Childs of the Knicks landed a 2-piece to Kobe's jaw mid-game. Kobe barely flinched, cementing his image as the man who might lose a game, but never a fight. Then there was Steve Nash. Friends off the court, Orange County neighbors. But when Nash won back-to-back MVPs in 2005 and 2006 over Kobe, despite Kobe averaging 35.4 PPG to Nash's 18.8, the air changed. Kobe never said it publicly, but an assistant coach claims he told him, "They don't want me to win. They want the safe guy." Even Dwyane Wade, and who Kobe liked, wasn't immune. When Wade broke Kobe's nose in the 2012 All-Star Game, Kobe didn't forget. Vanessa recalled Kobe joking later, "Wade got rings, but he didn't have to carry the whole building like I did." That's the truth about Kobe Bryant. He didn't pick enemies for drama. He picked them to sharpen the blade. Each one became a milestone, a motivator, a hurdle to clear and burn behind him. And that's why Vanessa is determined these stories see daylight. Because Kobe's greatness was never just about the trophies. It was about the grit, the grudges, and the wars nobody saw behind the smile. He wasn't chasing approval. He was chasing immortality. And now, through Vanessa's voice, the complete picture of his fire, the one that burned bridges and built a legend, will live on. No amount of PR spin or media revision can extinguish it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.